Hey Aries Queen, how are you? This is a reading for June 2018. Welcome to the Luz Lemire channel. Welcome to the Luz Lemire channel. I have a whole list of disclaimers, but if you're new, hi, welcome. If you're returning, hey honey, you know how I get down on this channel. If you're new, I do things very differently here. It's a different kind of channel, so if you're into it, stick around. If you're not, I get it. There's so many people here on YouTube who are absolutely fabulous, and I pray you find someone who you click with. So, Aries lady, I will be giving you your guidance. You watch a lot of like your monthly forecast, and it's like, man, what can I do to stop this? What can I do to like mitigate this situation, or what can I do to course correct for my highest good, and you just don't know. You just get like, oh, you're gonna fuck up, and there's gonna be a thing, and it's like, yeah, but what can I do about it? What's my guidance? So this is here for that. This is here for that. So, Aries lady, my brother is an Aries. Let's see what your guidance is for June 2018, please. My Aries ladies. Okay. So you have something coming your way that I feel like, depending on who you are, depending on what you're expecting, might be like some good news or some bad news. And deception is kind of flipped out in a wonky position, so and there's another card behind it. Let your friends help you also slipped out in a wonky position. I'm not gonna take them though, it doesn't feel right. Field of Dreams came out, and it feels like, okay, so it came out in the protection, but I also feel like it definitely has hints of the upright. And I don't know what that other third card is, but I'm asking the Romance Angels. Oh my, they really want to talk to you. Aries lady for June 28th, please. 2018. Guidance, please. For my girl. Keep an open mind. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It does feel like there is some sort of unbalance. Yeah. It does feel like there's some sort of unbalance, like imbalance. All your cards have kind of like, this one came out like this, and this one came out like this, and the balance card actually came out with 3 other cards, but I put it back in. Worth waiting for came up in this kind of wonky like position, and this is the came out like this, and I'm gonna stick to that, but it also feels like this. And this came out like this, and I'm gonna stick to that, but it also feels like this. And about this whole thing is there's making a here, which is like which really represents like overall thing. Oh boy, Aries lady, what's good? What's going on? What's going on in your world? What's going on in your neck of the woods? Alright, so I feel like this is a bit of a complicated one. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Okay. This is complicated. Oh, this is a bit complicated. Let me explain. It feels like you're at a crossroads. Obviously, you have to make a choice. And I'm not laughing at you. It feels like at this preliminary stage, it feels like one choice is gonna be better than the other, and the other won't be good. Yeah. Let me explain. Everything is fighting itself right now. everything is fighting itself. Everything is at odds. Everything is imbalanced. The chemistry card came out in reverse. I put it back in from the romance angels, and it just really reiterates how like out of balance this situation is for you. How teeter-tottery it is. It does feel like there's definitely two different choices. And it feels like, man, they carry a similar weight. Like, all right. Let me show you some things. This, making a choice, this purple, okay, of that door. But this is in reverse, yeah? The field of dreams, where your dreams are, it's in reverse. Remember I said it feels upright. And then there's this unexpected visitors. Unexpected visitors is like, this is like, expect the unexpected. It talks about there's something that's going to come, something that's happening, something that's going to be unexpected, which is life, right? This is life. That's going to be some news, something, whatever. It's going to be unexpected, duh. And you won't be expecting it. And it's going to influence things. In the reverse, it tells me of something unexpected that you don't really want, but you kind of have to take in stride. This can go either way, good, bad. It's just something unexpected that, depending on your perspective, you'll either like or you won't. Especially in this reading, you'll either like or you won't. It'll either be something that helps you move forward, or either something that doesn't help you move forward, or something that does help you move forward. It just, to which direction will you move to? Like, from what heart will you operate from? From what operating system will you operate from, right? In this, oh man, what is going on with your month, bro? And then this, you see this goldish part right here? That goldish part right there. So, what are you gonna do, Aries? What are you gonna do? And then we have the worth waiting for card, which reflects this overall just gist and energy of this whole shit. Is it's worth waiting for, hang in there. And here's like, nah, man, give it up, don't. But it's wonky. It is wonky. I feel like if you didn't know this was your situation, here's your sign. You definitely have to make a choice on what it is that you are gonna do. And I think it's really cool. This is 30302141. It's like there's a 1, there's a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is very fun for me to look at numbers like that. Alright, so honoring this story first of Field of Dreams and Protection and Unexpected Visitors and the Upright with regards to making a choice. The energy with this is, man, you're at a fucking stalemate. What is going on in your world, man? Leave me a comment. Let me know what's going down. What happens? Or what's going on, rather. Because, yeah, there's waiting for sure. But is it worth it or not? And it almost feels like time is running out. I'm not sure if you feel that. Like, it feels like time is... like, there's, like, impatience here. You know? Almost maybe, like, impatience with yourself or impatience with the situation. Anyway. Field of Dreams in reverse really, to me, reminds me of, like, the Goblin card. It's like, be careful of what you're planting. You can always go back and unweed your garden. You can always go back and check yourself before you write yourself. You can always go back and, you know, take the rotten eggs out of the Field of Dreams. I'm gonna actually read. I have been reading for these sessions because I can't. I'm having the energy just so big. Okay, it says, are your dreams your own or are they really someone else's? Have you chased money, possessions, or prestige? Have you placed security above fulfillment? Has approval seeking played a major role in your motivation to succeed? This is a time for you to assess the validity of your dreams, your talents, and your willingness to be a channel for inspiration. Oh, okay, so you're going through definitely a transition. Oh, duh. Duh. Yeah, you're definitely going through a transition. And I feel like, of course, you have to make a choice, and it's kind of a tough choice. Scary wants to pop into my head, but I feel like you're very aware of the fact that you have to make a different kind of choice. And that could be a good thing, but also shrouded in a lot of doubt. Because again, the goblins to me are about doubt, and the goblins card is mostly like what's happening here in this dark part in the roots part of your in your Field of Dreams, like this darker part. So if you are someone who is transitioning, someone who's moving into something that you're maybe realizing, that's a really good point. You're realizing maybe that what you've been doing is no longer what you want to be doing. You've been going after, what you've been wanting is no longer what you want to do anymore. And you're wondering if it's worth waiting for, if you should stick around. This definitely tells me like the choice is yours. Like divinely, the choice is yours. Whatever you decide, you get to choose what you want to decide. I feel like there is a positive and a negative kind of energy to realizing that what you've been doing is no longer serving you, because now you have to let it go and take a different path. So this is the unexpected visitors. And in this position, it depending on the layout, it hits me as a neutral or even like, oh, good things are coming, or da 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 da. Here it hits me more as something like, ugh. But yeah, it feels like you're in a place in this section where you are having to make a choice, but you're in a transitional phase and you're not quite sure where to go. Like there's a stalemate, stagnancy there, either because you're coming from something that's no longer serving you, or you're coming from something that is no longer yours, is no longer something that you want. Like you're really confused, maybe about, not maybe really, but you're in a doubtful phase of what do I want? Like what is the next course of action? Oh man. In this position, the 21, the 14, or the 41, and the 30, it's still the same-ish message, really. Except for some reason here, it feels like there's more forgiveness, which is odd, because yeah, there's, in this perspective, there's more forgiveness of self. I think this is for separate types of people who are watching this. Like, yes, you are at a transition, and some of you have realized that, oh, that was some shit. Like, it was maybe a tower moment for you to realize, like, I'm not into this anymore. I'm not here for this anymore. I'm not really feeling like this anymore, but what next? I've been in this thing for so long. I've had planted roots. I've planted stuff here. I've been in this place for quite some time. What now? Maybe even as it relates to love. What now? Like, what path do I take? What's the right choice for me to make? And it kind of hit you as a tower moment, like a really big perspective shift, a really big self shift, and maybe there was some sort of intrusion in the real world that was a peekaboo, like oh man, that's not a great peekaboo. But then you have you'll have like you have a slightly better perspective about it, like a higher perspective. I don't want to demean anything else, but you have a higher perspective about it. You have a perspective where you know that okay, you can have what you have now, but in greener pastures. So it's actually maybe worth moving into something completely different, or moving into something that's similar but different. I swear. Can we get some like guidance for this situation? I am hearing trust. So if you've been getting any I'm hearing trust. I'm hearing trust. I'm hearing trust. And here's the thing that I say about options. I know that this situation, this is something that I was meditating on this morning actually. I know it says this sometimes it feels like you only have two options. But you know what? Like there's always option 3. Don't forget about option 3. Leave yourself open for option 3. My Aries queen. You know what option 3 is? Falling off the fucking cliff. You know? And letting go and letting God. That's option 3. There's also the other option to go back. There's the other option to going through this door, going through that door. There's the option to kind of chill here. There's the option that something might swoop in and lift you up. Like there's more than one or two options. There's always something different. So now I'm not sure whether that's your circumstance, but I feel like I need to say that there is sometimes, quite often, an option 3. And even picking one of those doors leads to a whole new world that is one that you could have never anticipated. And even with the duality of this, like there seems to be a shakeup either way. Either way, there's a shakeup. Either way, it affects your dreams. Either way, it affects your psyche. Either way, it's something that there's stagnation. So, let me get some guidance on like what to do. What can she do? What can this Aries woman do to help her with this? Set your intention. Again, this came up really wonky. Man, baby, what's good? Well, I'm gonna choose this. It does feel wonky too, though. So, 2 2 1 1 2 2 2 4 1 3. It's such so many 2 numbers. So this talks about setting your intention, which is awesome. Whichever decision you make, it will lead you to a different kind of place. A different kind of world. I think when I see this intention, it reminds me of the Romance Angels card of really like get back to self. When I was meditating on choice this morning, what was ringing in my head, what really inspired me was option 3, the third option, which is like my head wants something and my heart wants something, and they're kind of at odds. They're pushing against each other and we're at a stalemate, or we're pulling this way and we're still at a stalemate, right? Whichever direction because they're differing directions. I'm not aligned. I'm not moving in one direction as a unit. The third option for me was soul. What does my soul want? And that really just saying that, it calms me down. And I feel like this is it. This intention card reminds me of the very soon card in the Romance Angels deck, which says, set your intention clearly. Decide what you want clearly, and it will come to you. So when it comes to making a decision, take yourself out of your head, and maybe even take yourself out of your heart. Like I really like, having heart-based decisions, making your decisions from your heart. But if your heart is like muddied up with a lot of stuff, even then, take yourself away from that and just breathe and ask your soul, what do you want? Ask your soul, what do you want? What does my soul want? What does my soul want? Do some writing, record yourself speaking. Get back to like you, nuts and bolts you. And then from that place, allow your feet to move in the direction that they need to go when it comes to making this decision, or when it comes to whatever this situation is. Now I'm going to read the reverse of this because I feel like you're on the right path though. This crossroads, I will say. Own the life you want to lead and live deliberately with clarity and detachment. In the reverse, intention says, are you clear about your intentions, or are you in a foggy state of denial about your true motives and ambitions? Which is what this card was saying too. Like, are your dreams really yours? And having to make that decision to move towards something where you are actually making that choice and not abdicating it to someone else or something else. Which is a very clear message here. Check your motives and ask if they're sincere. Are you pursuing some goal blindly without asking its cost? Good intentions are being misinterpreted. Now is the time for self-evaluation and self-nurturing. You will benefit greatly if you take time out to regroup. Okay, cool. I love when the guidebook, like, gasses me up. Take some time to ask yourself what your soul wants. Even if this message didn't hit and you were like, man, Lucy, you just bleh. I think we can all benefit from asking ourselves what our soul wants. You know. So, I will leave you with that. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're alright. You can subscribe if you want to. The Metamorphosis card came out, so you're probably going through some stuff for sure. Anyway, yeah, keep your light on, and good luck.